over now. Hello, we're back. We definitely didn't have any reason to start over. Oh boy.
So,
let's talk about Kirby Star Allies. That was Sammy's idea.
So, there's a new Kirby game coming out on March 16th, 2018, called Kirby Star Allies. For those who haven't seen anything about it, it essentially brings back it brings back a lot of stuff from the classic Kirby games that I really liked.
The Allies.
So, the helpers from Kirby Superstar are returning.
I'm gonna just look it up. Do you mind if I look it up and try and get more educated?
Well, you're gonna get more educated from me, so there's no point. But
visuals.
So
I need to see the backgrounds.
Yeah. So the helpers from Superstar return.
Yep.
It's essentially.
Yep. The backgrounds are beautiful.
So essentially, you can summon an AI partner that will essentially play for you, like player 2, and then the second player can join in as the helper. So you can play multiplayer even if you don't have any friends.
This is a very big advantage for both of us.
Yeah. So, I really liked playing as the helpers in Superstar because if you're Kirby, if you get hit enough times, you'll drop your ability, and there's a good chance it's gonna hit water or spikes and get destroyed, and the star will be destroyed, so you won't get your ability back, which is especially infuriating when I have Hammer, because I like Hammer. But if you're playing as the helper, there's a specific helper for each ability, and the helpers don't drop their abilities, so you can keep the ability with that to the very end. You don't lose the ability from getting hit, which I really like. I like it being more consistent like that.
It's also on the Switch, which is just great.
So, the ability fusions from Kirby 64 and Kirby Squeak Squad return. So, yeah, that's amazing. So how they work is each ability essentially has in this game, each ability has kind of a, oh, Philip, this part?
What? Oh, yes. This is the part where we had to go last time because Clara ruined it, and, this is the first take. I don't know what I'm talking about. I almost screw everything up because I don't realize you can carry boxes underwater.
So, yeah. So, how the ability fusions work in, Star Allies is essentially each ability has kind of a friend ability you can use that involves the helpers. So like a friend move that you can use that involves the helpers. For example, Sword and Yo-Yo Kirby can Sword, Yo-Yo, Cutter, among others, can be fused with, if you hold up on the control stick and then your helper attacks you with an elemental ability such as fire, ice, or water, you will fuse the abilities, and the person with the physical weapon will get like a elemental infused weapon. So you can get like a water sword, or you can get ice bombs, which are my favorite fusion from Squeak Squad. Don't know why, but
oh yeah, have you played?
I've 100%ed Squeak Squad.
Huh.
So, yeah, I've gotten all the treasure in it. So, another thing I really like about Star Allies is that a lot of the classic abilities are returning. First off, you heard me talk about Yo-Yo Kirby. That was from Superstar. Suplex Kirby is also returning from Superstar. Essentially, Suplex Kirby allows you to use like wrestling moves on your enemies. It's really fun. So,
and there's an artist Kirby. Wait, what? What are we doing?
I'm talking about the returning abilities, not the new ones.
Well, I wasn't paying attention to it. So
Philip Paulson.
So
essentially, so then Cleaning Kirby from Dreamland 3 is returning. It's where you get to hit people with a broom.
Wait, is Burning Kirby returning?
No.
Oh.
Philip,
Where did
Burning...
I hear that? Where did I hear that?
Why? Why, Philip? Why would you think that burning is returning? You are not informed. Luckily, that's why I'm here. So,
For those
then,
of you who don't know burning is basically you just turn into a ball of fire instead of being able to shoot fire because each move only had like one or two things.
And then, yeah. So, yeah, and then finally water returns from Return to Dreamland. You may not find that particularly exciting until you hear the fact that Water Kirby was removed in the next few Kirby games after Return to Dreamland. And
it's really confusing. I mean,
yeah, it's water.
Like,
it's a common element. Like, so yeah.
Also,
water is
generally,
returning.
the mic should be pointed towards you when talking, and not away at the screen, which I specifically turned down the volume so it wouldn't get in the way.
So, yeah. So, now, Philip, we can get to the new abilities. Artist and Spider. Artist and Spider.
It's like from the Adeline person, remember?
So, no, they don't remember. I remember, but they don't remember. We're assuming.
We shall assume that you don't remember who Adeline is. She's like she's
from Kirby 64, and she has almost no storyline role whatsoever. It's true, Philip.
I know.
You just encounter her as a boss fight, and then she appears in and then she joins you and appears in random levels and paints things.
Yeah.
And has almost no storyline importance whatsoever, and could have been left out of the entire game, and it would have been fine.
Yes.
I don't understand your obsession with Adeline as a character.
I told you I've read comics and they looked cool, right? I mentioned something.
So then you have... So Artist Kirby can essentially paint things and they'll come to life. It looks cool. Then you have Spider Kirby, which looks kind of cool, but I hate spiders, so I'm probably not going to use it. You can essentially entrap enemies in webs, and then kick the webs at other enemies, kind of like how with ice you can kick ice blocks at enemies.
Yeah. Do you kill spiders, you see?
What?
Do you kill spiders?
I don't know. I just...
Oh no.
I get freaked out, and I ask someone else to take care of them.
I don't think... Do we... Hey, Dad, do we have any poisonous spiders in the area? I don't think we do.
No.
What there?
Spiders creep me out. I don't like spiders. I don't like bugs in general.
I hate bugs.
Daddy's smart.
Yeah.
I mean,
like...
over in Ohio, they got brown recluse, which is a poisonous spider.
So,
that's all.
Yeah,
in Ohio. How about a story about that?
So, yeah, I find myself hating spiders, but I somehow like the Beetle Kirby ability that was added in Kirby Triple Deluxe.
Yeah.
I don't know why,
I don't
but
think I played much Triple Deluxe.
Did you play any Triple Deluxe?
I
don't think so.
think I played some at your house.
Oh, well, maybe.
And now look at all our star allies. It kind of as a pun. You can't stop me. We're
Yeah.
at 7.
Yeah. So.
That's a 7. And this isn't counting the ones we made while just recording this.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, they've... In Star Allies, they've not only, added, like, returned previous stuff, but also, like, enhanced it. Like, the helpers in Superstar, you can't really change your ability if you're a helper, unless you touch a copy essence. But in Star...
Except for, like, the Milky... Well, wait, no. Then you just have to switch, because the copy...
Then Kirby can... I don't think the helper can switch their ability. Kirby can... Yeah. In, So, in...
Oh, is this the water guy you were talking about?
Yeah, Dribbly.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I really like Dribbly's design. Yeah, there's a new helper for Water Kirby, and I really like. He's called Dribbly, and I really like his design.
Do we know anything about the story?
So not much, other than some person in space, or like some deep space like enemy or something. They've essentially sent down these weird. It's kind of weird, but these heart things, these like corrupted heart things, like rain from the sky and possess various enemies such as King Dedede. There's various characters such as King Dedede. So yeah. So back to what I was saying before.
Yeah.
With helpers can now change their ability well, first off, Kirby can now create helpers by just create the helpers out of the enemies instead of creating the helper out of his ability. He essentially recruits enemies by picking up a heart and throwing him at the enemy.
Yeah.
But the helpers can also throw the hearts, but what it'll do if the helper throws a heart at an enemy is the helper will just change into that other helper. So you can't stick me with just one enemy and just make me deal with it.
Okay. Stick you with the Parasol Waddle Dee.
But then if I see Knuckle Joe, I can totally just throw my heart at Knuckle Joe and become Knuckle Joe.
Fine, be that way.
So yeah, Kirby Star Allies is amazing. I'm definitely gonna play it when it comes out. And we have been taking way too long on this.
Yeah,
it's time to cut the video off.
Alright, yep.
Bye.
Goodbye, peoples.